In this video, we're going to have a look at proportion in the National 4 numeracy course. There's three examples. We're going to work through all three together in a similar way, and if you could copy them into the booklet at the same time, it will help you when you try and do this independently. So these are more kind of like scenario-based problems, where you just kind of need to use a bit of logic and intuition. I like to use pictures. Okay, an empty rucksack has a weight of 1,500 grams. When two identical sleeping bags are packed into it, the total weight is 3,700 grams. What is the weight of one sleeping bag? Okay, so there's a lot of stuff going on here. So what I like to do is I like to try and draw a picture. And it's not a very good picture. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a box. And that box is going to represent my rucksack. And that rucksack is 1,500 grams. What happens? It says when two identical sleeping bags are packed into it, the total weight is 3,700 grams. So I'm just going to add in one sleeping bag, and here is another sleeping bag. So when I add this in, I'm just going to change colour here. The full weight, everything in purple, weighs 3,700 grams. What we want to do is we want to figure out how much does one of these things weigh. Okay, so an empty rucksack weighs this. We add two sleeping bags and we've got the total weight. What is the weight of one sleeping bag? So drawing a picture really makes it a bit more visual for me and helps me understand. What we're going to do is we're going to take the total weight of the rucksack and the sleeping bags, and we're going to subtract the weight of the rucksack. 3,700 subtract 1,500. Because when we subtract that, we are left with the weight of the two sleeping bags. Because this was the weight of the rucksack on its own. This was the weight of everything, including the sleeping bags. So if we subtract the rucksack, we're just left with the sleeping bags. This is what two sleeping bags weigh. So to find the weight of one sleeping bag, one sleeping bag, there we go. We'll need to divide that quantity by 2, because that's 2 of them, and we only want 1 of them. So one sleeping bag will weigh 1,100 grams. So like I say, I like to kind of draw a few wee pictures to try and get a better sense of what's going on. Okay, the same sort of thing is included in number 2 and in number 3. An empty box has a weight of 350 grams. So I'm just going to draw a box. And that box weighs 350 grams. We add in 15 cans of juice, and then it weighs a lot more. So I'm going to draw a can of juice. I'm not going to draw 15 of them though. I'm just going to say 15 cans of juice. So that represents 15 cans of juice. And when we do that, I'm just going to do it a bit differently this time. When we add the cans of juice all together, it weighs 4,850 grams. We want to figure out the weight of one can of juice. If we take the total weight and subtract the weight of the box, we will be left with only the weight of the 15 cans. So those 15 cans must weigh 4,500 grams. We want the weight of one can, so we're going to do 4,500 and we will divide that by 15, because 15 cans weighed 4,500, so to find the weight of one, we'll divide by 15, and that's telling us that one can will weigh 300 grams. I'm just going to say 300 grams per can. Okay, so once again, diagram there made it a bit easier for me to comprehend. Number 3. An empty bag has a weight of 400 grams. Once again, I'm just going to draw this. You'll notice that all my drawings look the same. Here's my empty bag that weighs 400 grams. We add 6 footballs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When we add the 6 footballs, the full weight gets much bigger. It weighs 3,070 grams. We want to figure out the weight of just one football. I'll do this. We want to figure out the weight of one football. Let's say we want to figure out that weight there. Okay. So, how do we do that? Well, we're going to take the total weight, including the footballs, and subtract the weight of the empty bag. That will just leave the weight of the footballs. That is 2,670. So the 6 footballs weigh 2,670. So we want the weight of one football. So we will divide the 6 weights by 6 to get 1. One football will weigh 445 grams. Okay, so there's just a wee couple of examples there looking at direct proportion. Like I say, diagrams certainly help me with these sort of problems. It kind of gives me an idea of what maths to do and how to do it. Thank you very much.